What up, what up?
I hope you get run
We
over,
have been
Poon.
called into
Yeah,
heal.
what am I gonna get run over by?
Go in, Hans.
All the guys are
Tonight,
a reindeer.
unfortunately. Healing.
We killed all the cars.
We didn't kill all the reindeers though.
No, I haven't seen a
I'll
reindeer
run him
lately, though.
over.
Watch me just die.
That'd be so
I'm not getting into that business.
good. It's just this
It's
man.
just one dude. Yeah.
Yeah. What did Blaze Dump ever do to you?
Blazed up.
He threw a dumpster at me.
Oof.
Blaze Dump's what happens to me after
Look,
eating.
he did it again. Oh my god.
Ow.
Hopefully.
I'm not even in it. Why does it knock me back?
How bad do you think it hurts if you are in it?
I don't think it hurts at all, probably.
Alright, I'll join you.
But he hits like a girl.
Oh,
Alright, I'm in the pile drive. Yeah, it does like literally nothing.
Holy shit. It barely even broke my blood shield.
Ow, those little crabs though do hurt. Ow! Oh, thanks, Ben.
This is the reindeer they were talking about. Someone's gonna get mail, and they're not gonna know why. It's just gonna be a deal.
oh, what are these goobers up to? Oh.
There
Ah,
it is.
I can't believe Ruben wanted to tear off the Warlocks when balance is like the second highest DPS in raid right now.
What are you
First.
talking about?
Did you not look at the rankings for 95th percentile today?
Those like heroic? Are those are not actually, I mean, if you go look at logs, if you go look at actual logs, warlocks will do like a kajillion DPS, and all the 100% boomkins are like 500k below them in DPS.
I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah, no, I look at
Mythic 95th.
other boomkins all the time, and when I click on the logs for their raid group, they'll have the 100 parse, and they'll still be like 3rd or 4th on the DPS. Every fucking time. Boomkin is the worst single target DPS right now, like maybe Og Evoker.
You wanna know the best at this fight?
If people don't roll over the hyenas.
Also, the two worst single targets right now on Sprocketmonger are Affliction and Destruction.
One fight.
Warlock's in the bottom half from like every fight. Alright, on Mugsy Destruction's popping.
Carnage, Cauldron of Carnage. There's another one that Affliction's really good at.
Rick
One-armed
Reverb.
bandit?
No, we don't care about Affliction there anymore. I mean, they're still good. But Devastation can disintegrate 3 targets at once.
Dang. Scale Commander's not the play anymore. Flame Shaper's where it's at. No one cares about 3-target mass disintegration anymore.
Let's go Og, bro.
Yeah, you can have such low DPS that I can't even find an AUG on the rankings for half the bosses.
Damn, gonna parse 100 every time, because nobody else plays it.
Kind of big brain. I
Looks
have
like
yet
you're
to find a boomkin in the top 100 for any fight except sticks so far.
Like Cricket, you're stuck on Scale Commander for one-armed. The
The worst spec is
was too
Arcane
good.
Mage.
There's one on one armed bandit.
I think it depends on the rest of your raid. I think the more you see farm clears and the longer this tier goes, the scale commander parses are going to fall off to Flame Shaper.
Maybe? I don't know. There's only one flame.
If your raid doesn't have sufficient damage to kill the ads and you need a 3-target cleave, then yeah, scale commander, you would still play that. Like, you'll still play it here. But Flame Shaper is taking over just about every other fight. Yeah, I think the thing with one-armed bandit though is the ads have more health than the barrels on Rick Reaver, so it's still possible that you would need the 3-target cleave specifically for bandit. It just depends on the rest of the raid.
Yeah.
Hello.
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 Also, actually, I don't even know why I'm listening to your complaints. I'm Fury. I'm literally meta on no fights in this raid. You have nothing to whine about.
I didn't start this conversation. We can all hate warlocks together.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And Dev Evoker, y'all get a pass, because I'm sorry, Cricket, I know I harp on you about this, but like, that class is just so damn squishy. But warlocks can just fucking stand in everything.
It's true.
Me too.
It's not fair to do like a giga DPS and just be a tank.
I feel like Giga DPS is a bit of a stretch, but that's okay. We live in turbulent times. Oh dang it! I canceled the. Could I get another summon?
Look, Warlock is the top DPS on 2 of the 8 fights this raid, Iggy, so you better
Or
learn your
Shaman on
place.
that list.
That's like 20%. There's 16 classes.
Oh,
And they're taking
Yeah.
up 1 out of 5s, you know, like that's...
Oh my gosh.
1 out of 5.
Uh,
2 out of
no,
8 is 1/4, sir.
2 out of 8 is, yeah, one, so that's even, you know, 25% then.
I need you to get your math straight.
These
Listen,
these
Iggy,
tariff
not everyone
negotiations
can
are pretty
be good.
intense.
You never responded to my deal.
Yeah.
Wait,
Unholy Death
Why y'all-
Knights.
Aster, have you not logged on yet?
Yeah, get on
Because
here.
when my computer goes to sleep, BattleNet's disconnected and it doesn't reconnect until I exit the application. I have to restart it. And every
You know
time I
what?
forget about that, and I launch WoW, so I have to wait for WoW to open when it doesn't have me logged in, and then I have to close up BattleNet and then start WoW.
Also, Death Knight's #1 on more fights than Warlock in this raid, so I think that we should tear
Are
up
you on
faster.
Heroic or Mythic?
I'm on Mythic. Mythic 95th, Chrome King Muxian
Where are you looking at this? Like,
raid statistics on Warcraft logs.
raid statistics?
Yeah, I don't look through the top 100.
Oh,
'cause
I'm looking at the actual parses, sorry, on rankings.
top 100, it can be all over. the
Oh,
place,
look
I
at
don't
Balance Druid. Look at it all the way down there. You can't even
Dude,
see it.
Look at you in the top half on one-armed, and you're garbage on Mugsy.
Heroic is a little bit better. Oh, we're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from the bottom.
Listen, according to this thing that
With
I'm
the
looking
lowest
at-
top end.
Hold on. Survival Hunter is #1 DPS this raid. I think we have a perfect target for us to hate. Sorian, are you in chat?
The fuck do I
Sorian, are
do?
you in chat?
The strategy pack will be for consumables.
In the entirety that survival hunters have existed as they are, how many times have they actually been good?
Why you hate me so much?
Shadowlands season
Right
4.
now,
Borderlands.
that's all that matters to me at the moment.
The first tier of Legion.
Man, I was just listening to Kugane Castle the other day.
What does that even mean?
It's a Final Fantasy thing. You wouldn't get it.
You're right. I don't.
throwing down the feast.
I heard you talk, Sorian. Like, what?
Yeah, Hubjub, they had a crazy set bonus
Right.
for season 3
Yep.
Shadowlands.
Survival had season 1 of Legion, and then season 3 and 4 of Shadowlands.
I'm just happy we can all agree that survival hunters are the problem.
I didn't agree with shit.
They're also squishy though. Like it's the
They
fact
have-
that warlocks good DPS and
Sir, they have deterrence.
No, we don't.
No, they don't.
They have something that makes them have less damage done to
Deterrence.
them.
They haven't had deterrence in how many expansions now?
Like
They have
4 or 5.
aspect
I don't
of the turtle.
Do we have cold?
Yeah, sorry.
Here you go.
I'm
Aspect
too
of the
enthralled in this
fox.
conversation.
Oh, good. Alchemical
Thank you.
chaos. Supposed to be
My
right? I
class
don't
is
know.
so garbage right now. I'm being forced at gunpoint to play fucking demo.
Garbage.
Forced at gunpoint.
Yeah, Hawk sent me DM
It's
saying
Gomez
if I
or
don't
not
play
Gomez.
demo on sticks, he's gonna fucking shoot Eevee.
Yeah,
It's
I really
Pokemon
need him
all
to
over.
play a Warlock spec that's like bottom middle of the pack instead of the ones that are the bottom of the pack on this fight.
Still
It's a
5
rough time to be a
children.
warlock.
3 flasks and 7 potions. Alright. So, the differences on this fight is the Scrapmaster guys now do this channeled thing cast, and if it goes off, it basically just
boy.
one-shots their target. And the only way you can stop it is by rolling over them with the ball. And so you have 14 seconds to build up your ball to medium size and roll over the one in your like quadrant. And then if you guys look in the Dick's thread, there's all sorts of pictures for kind of like how it splits up and how we rotate around the room.
Boy, the
And
pictures.
it's very important to swap to the bombs and kill them. The bombshells, rather. But also still, the other bombs.
Hope I
being
don't get
blown
any.
up with the things.
No mechanics for me.
You might have to do bad DPS and just yell at us for a pull or two, because I'm looking at these and I'm stupid. But I get it.
Don't
kinda.
worry. I'm
Does the
gonna do
bombshell
bad
one
DPS
just like
regardless.
melee get the bombshells
That
close to
warrior
the boss
brain.
and range get the ones farther away?
Basically. And then once they're able to be like off their garbage pile, they'll get like gripped in by you and Poon.
I'm useful.
Are we
Yeah.
practicing this guy?
Oh yeah, we can. I just didn't get them.
Give me the phantasm. Dude, you should have done like an actual pizza slices for the fucking graph of the slices of the rooms.
You want someone to jump on one of them auction house mount?
Yeah, I need one too. I was about to say.
I'm currently splitting
bum.
stacks, but there's rank 3 ones for people.
The guild can provide.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to delete the Ovenex weak aura in the Sticks channel, but no, I'm cool with it there.
The interrupt enter?
Yeah.
So theoretically, it could be useful, which is why it's there.
Okay, so you're gonna like set up a thing so it works?
I do have a note for it. I just wasn't sure if it was
Okay.
gonna fully be needed yet.
Got you.
Did my shoulder cells, Steven?
People can open trade with me now.
Share some of the money with me if it sells. I'm literally at 5k gold.
We're gonna get a guild split.
Oh, you're so right.
For gold.
You didn't mention the stop sign weak aura in the thing. I don't know if it's
Oh.
worth saying it.
Yeah.
So there's
can't
a
touch-
bunch of different weak auras that people have made that like put something over them. Some of them require like extra installations or stuff.
Oh.
This one does a big like purple marker over them to bring attention to them and make sure the people on the balls don't go over them. But yeah, the stop signs and stuff are even better to let people know don't roll over them while you're on the ball.
Assuming that's part
on
of the
ball.
giant pack we have.
No.
Just like
Well, so
like real life stop signs.
yeah.
I don't see anything
I'm
else in
thinking
this next gen.
next week. No, I linked it in game. I'm thinking next week though we'll make the change from Northern Sky to Liquids because so like this boss it doesn't really matter, but from the bosses after this one for the rest of the raid, the Liquid ones are just a lot better now that they're officially released. And that's what a lot of like guides and stuff are swapping to. So does anyone still need Fantas?
Did you see Steven's comment about the are we going to get sign markers or weak or DBM since the quadrants look different from what's listed?
Oh, yeah. So the weak aura has arrows, and they'll like point you. Like it'll have it. But yeah, there's gonna be some room to learn. But
There's
yeah,
a Northern Skies anchor thing that'll like set everything for you, so you don't have to worry. Another week or
yeah,
you don't have any clutter.
Ikoras.
Let me see if I can find it.
Danger. Danger.
But yeah, we'll give it a few pulls and then see what we learn. But
I
basically
never learn.
the weak aura will pop up with like 4 different arrows and it'll be like telling you where to go, and you have 14 seconds to get your scrap master, and other than that it's just a lot of the same. So this ready check will be for pool.
Was this
Yay.
wall that you're talking about specific to Mythic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, I just realized what part I haven't done yet. Okay, now on tanks.
Oh, pardon me. First pull of the night.
Oh yeah, and instead of picking 5 people to do the balls, it will only do 4. And then it's guaranteed to only be 1 healer, and then 1 tank, and then I think 1 range and 1 melee. Make sure we're swapping to the bombshells.
I touched your bombshell, I'm silly. My roll was too wide.
Boom. Oh.
All killed me.
Guy's already at 80%. He ain't shit.
Yeah, honestly, this is gonna fall over.
Easy fight. LOL.
That's 1/5
Yeah.
of the way done.
Just 4 more pulls and we got him. Oh yeah. During this part, one thing that was recommended is like we all group up to bait it, and then we all Warlock Gate out together.
Why they jinx it? I don't know.
Oh.
And then here's the fire.
They always like to jinx things.
Alright. New ball phase. Make sure we are killing the bombshells. Gotta get them dislodged.
Can't I see? Oh. Oh.
What happened? Oh no.
Oh
The ball
boy.
went off.
Oh, that explains it.
New best pull.
72%. We got this.
I want to pop up a stream.
Wait a second.
So making sure. So we need to. So making sure we hit the bomb is even more important since there's less balls.
Yeah.
Did anyone else's FPS kind of like crash at the start of the fight, or was it just mine?
Probably
We're
like
not
all
allowed
those
to talk
weak
about
auras.
FPS anymore.
Fighting.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed. That question was not directed at you specifically.
I just need you to know that I'm not allowed to talk about this anymore.
That's understandable.
Yeah. If you haven't moved some of the weak auras yet, that might be a good time.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I did want to do that.
Hold on, let me look for the anchor one. It's in the Northern Sky one.
I
Liberation.
mean, my anchor one's off on the side, but like it pops up on all the bombshells, which I guess is fine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are you talking about the purple one?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just think the weak aura that fucking bombshell weak aura on top of everything else is too much for my computer. I don't know. I'll be fine. I'll fix it.
I'm doing another ready check in case anybody was doing weak aura or other UI stuff.
Environmental
healers
power
receiving
coils
a
and
notice who has
landfills,
prototype
power
power coil on
coils
them?
form a link with a random player and discharge their energy, inflicting damage and applying 1 stack of hypercharge.
Okay,
Excess
'cause
charge builds up in the
I
target's
think that probably
body.
killed a couple of us on that
Damage
pull right
taken from
there. I don't
person.
think it's avoidable.
How
It
do
doesn't
you
read as something that's avoidable.
like
You're
that?
gonna need a personal and probably a lot of healing to survive that.
On tanks. Alright, here's first fire. And then first set of balls. Make sure we're killing the bombshells.
That's my bad.
More fire circles are in like 5 seconds. And then it'll be the overdrive after this. new balls are coming out in like 4 seconds.
Bum bum.
Make sure we're killing the bombshells. And that once you're medium sized, you're getting your scrap masters.
I don't know what's targeting me. No! Oh, oh shit.
Oh my god.
Whoa! Okay.
Good.
Unrelated to how we died, the question for the week or with the when I get the ball, because I saw star, but we were like here and it was pointing me towards triangle instead of star, so I'm kind of.
Are you facing? Are you in the center of the room? Because that matters.
I was facing the boss.
The orientation of the arrows is based if you're in the center of the room facing towards like the boss between you and the wall.
People on the ball, could you please immediately get the scrap masters? Because we keep having people get recycled every pull, and it hits for 40 million.
Oh, is that why you're dying?
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
it's
you
one
need to
shot.
be medium first, though, right?
Yep. You have 14 seconds to become medium and roll over them before they get their cast off. And
Nobody
if they
wants to
don't,
res
they die.
us. Thanks,
Yeah.
Creek.
Or I'm not actually confident about that. But ideally, like everybody on a ball should be getting their one because they're all around the room like that.
So we were there, back to my weird core thing, we were there, and that's when I got it. I was facing that way, and I got an arrow facing that way, even though I had star. I mean, I know where star is, I can look around and see it, but I'm kind of like, which part of the weaker do I trust?
I mean, if we're going to depend on the weak ore that has the arrows, we should probably just pick a convention for it. Forget the markers and follow the convention. So in other words, your 4 arrows come up, right? If our convention is you want to interpret those errors as originating from the boss and going towards the entrance to the room, right? Then if you have the far right arrow, you're going to be looking around where our star marker is. If you
Just
have the
going
one
to
to
the
the left of
marker
that,
so is
you're going to be
better.
looking where circle is. Far left arrow is going to be over around diamond, and then the one next to that is somewhere in between. As long as you follow that convention, everyone should know where to go.
Does
when
it
that
also
pops
tell
up.
you star and then
It
point an
does
arrow?
tell you star, yeah,
that
it's just the
sounds
arrows
so
are
much more confusing than just going and looking for star.
No, it's just
remembering where
weird because the
star is.
arrows are like almost unnecessary to a point on that weak ore because the arrows depend on position and stuff. So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna.
I think we just pretend the arrows don't exist. Otherwise, it's gonna mix people up.
Yeah, for
I
now we can
agree.
just start with the marks, and then if there becomes a different issue with it later, we can solve it then. But for now, we'll just do the markers.
actually delete the arrows.
True.
We'll put it on hide.
The arrows are a better system.
Hi.
All right, here comes first set of balls.
Big heat, everybody.
God, that tank hurts so much.
More fire circles.
Bum, bum.
Here comes second set of balls.
Goodness, dude. So much.
Make sure we're killing the bombshells. Nice job setting the bombs.
Have been recycled. Recycling helps the environment.
Man. Hurt. Not good. Ooh.
Kill the bombshells. Ballers, make sure you're getting your scrap masters. Still one bomb to be soaked.
Oh, I was also
Oh.
recycled.
Poop. Poop,
So-
poop, poop.
Just if you get triangle, you're supposed to be over here. Star, you're over here, and circle, you're over here, right? Like it's just based on the markers.
It's on a pizza slice cone from where the boss is.
Yeah. So whoever was triangle on that second one, you were fucking up my shit over here. Please don't do that.
No, I wasn't. You're grabbing the wrong shit.
Ideally, the close ones or the melee will go to the close ones. It should just naturally be programmed to do it.
Also, that recycler was from the Scrapmaster at purple, so even if it's next to the boss, try to keep track of your Scrapmaster in your quadrant.
Okay, I was wondering how that works as the quadrants. Oh, we're number 50 on the server. 52%. Wow, we're halfway there, dudes and dudettes.
Alright, here are the circles. And then first set of balls.
Oh, I'm diamond.
More fire circles in a couple seconds.
Go fuck yourself.
I'm not sure that's what he says.
I think it is.
Oh.
Come from the heart.
More fire circles. Alright, make sure we're killing these bombshells. Ballers are rolling over their scrap masters.
Holy moly.
What happened? Holy crap. We hit.
That time we
Traps?
hit a bombshell.
Oh no!
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
That's rough.
So there is some kind of. I'm hoping it's not a personal problem. There seems to be some kind of weak or confliction in terms of the weak or that has the markers and the arrows. It gives me a marker when that happens, but I also get a different mark, like a marker's put on me, and the audio says, like, for example, I had star pop up at the top of my screen for the weak or, but I also got diamond above my head, and the lady said diamond. So there's something conflicting. There's two things going on.
That is a good thing to call out. I didn't realize I still had the bigwigs marking people. So
okay.
Anyone else with assist might need to check their DBM or bigwigs to make sure it's not enabled.
Where would I go to?
You don't have assist, but hypothetically, you would just go to the boss's location in bigwigs or DBM, and then you're able to like select which mechanics it does for you. Also,
why is this popping up?
can we try like starting your star? I think because I think the garbage piles spawn within like a certain radius of the boss for the medium pile ones, and so if we start there and then like work our way around the room, I think the bombshells might spawn closer or something.
Get DBM the fricky frack out of here. All the DBM is off.
Alright, on tanks.
Gonna be a long ways to move them. Just be aware of DPS. Always moving this way.
Alright, get ready for the bombshells.
Oh no!
And now, after we bait them down, we all like run over closer to triangle.
On Tango?
Just like, yeah, on the way over here. Here comes the second set of balls. Make sure we're killing the bombshells. There's still a bombshell out here. Okay, it's grippable now.
Bomb go boom.
Yeah. Did a recycler go off in the first set?
I think I
ran
up into a
bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was me.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a recycler. You know,
It is.
Sorry.
It is pretty tough if you get assigned the recycler that's right next to where the boss is. Obviously, the ones that are further away are much easier to deal with in terms of grabbing them up. But then that comes with a different problem, which is something that happened there. So I had the one on circle, got them in the ball, no problem. I used my ball to go ahead and break the bomb that was back there, right, away from the boss. But obviously when I broke the bomb, it spits the Scrap Master out, which is fine. He's interruptible at that point. So you kick one cast, they only move about a third of the room in before they need to be kicked again. And the Scrap Rocket's cast isn't a one-shot like the Recycle is, but it'll kill somebody pretty fast. So we've got to have extra ranged interrupts ready to they either have to be gripped in, not sure if they could be gripped or not, but definitely have to be kicked repeatedly until they come in.
Yeah, I don't know if those ones can be gripped, but they'll leap in by themselves after like 2 interrupts or something.
Yeah, so like I think the rule of thumb generally is if you're killing the bomb away from the boss, you're also the first kick on the Scrap Master that gets spit out. But then after that, somebody else has got to come kick. So it's your Scrap Master, your first kick, but then after that, somebody's got to come do the second.
Now that I know that, Poon, I'm gonna use all the roots in Warrior's rotation. All 0 of them.
I was about to say, I don't think there are any. Guys, so much to juggle though.
Alright, first fire circles. Alright, make sure we're killing these bombshells. Make sure they're getting dislodged.
Holy damage.
I watched 2 balls go into the boss without even hitting the cycler at the boss.
Can one bomb, or ball rather, hit multiple recyclers?
I picked up 2. Yeah, you can get as many as you want.
And then we're like baiting here. And then we're moving to triangle. Fire circles are coming in a second.
Gotta ease it in.
And then new balls coming in like 2 seconds. And I think once he does it, we want to like move the boss or something. And then there's a bombshell right back here.
No.
Someone hit it.
That was me. It was like right on top of that.
Yeah, that was a rough stack of them.
Ow.
The Scrap Master was like right on a bombshell.
Yeah.
Whack!
I don't want to heal. How many pulls with Rick Reaver? I don't know.
Okay, I think we want to be
I honestly
like,
have no idea. Maybe like
kind of
50?
near where one of the scrap masters would spawn when we're burning the trash and stuff. But then when he's doing his rolling rubbish cast is when we move to like one of the corners between where they spawn. That way we're not so close to them or something.
No, probably not 50. Maybe
It's
around
against the
30 or
wall
40.
that, like,
I
limits
don't
the
know.
space it can spawn, so it'll spawn the bombshells
I
generally
don't track
closer
that
together,
stuff anymore.
close to a wall.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then further away from the scrap masters, so then the people have an easier time seeing them.
So when you guys are getting the
This
rubbish
guy's
balls, are you guys
57.
going to your quadrants based
I
on
think
what
we're on
DBM's
pull
putting over your
5,
head,
something like that.
or and what they're saying, or the weak oral?
They should hypothetically be the same now.
It's supposed to be the same because of your orientation. If your orientation's wrong, then it's wrong.
My
But if the marker's in
orientation.
your head,
What do you
like,
mean orientation?
like the way you're facing the boss, it'll point in the way that you're facing the boss. If you're facing the other way, the arrow will look different.
Well, I'm talking about the marker.
Yeah, the marker is where you should be going.
Yeah, I get a star, but then I had diamond on my head.
Yeah, don't worry
Weak oral
about
said
it.
star,
Still?
got a diamond above my head. Yes, still.
Just be going to the weak aura one.
I see you saying. Wait, sorry, say that again?
The weak oral. I mean, I can talk word break. I'm not gonna waste time. We can just keep going.
We can send another countdown tanks. We'll probably do like 3 more pulls before break. Here are fire circles, and after these, he's doing the overdrive that we're trying to bait over here.
Can you ping where we're trying to bait?
Just in this general star-ish location.
Gotcha.
Bum-bum.
I just stay here.
Alright. Second set of balls coming out in a couple seconds.
Why are we hitting crabs?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Creek. Like I had the scrap dude, and there was a bomb in the back of my quadrant by the door, and I blew it up, and then he just immediately scrap rocketed my face down.
Yeah.
We also probably should be careful about when we're running into the boss, because we will have the crabs on top of the boss. So if the crabs are still up, you need to come at an angle so you don't run over them.
Yeah, you can even like run into the wall for a bit before
To be
heading
fair,
to the boss.
if those crabs are up by the time you're bringing the bombs to the boss, they're alive too long. They should be dead well before then.
Or you didn't get enough garbage.
We like big balls here. Zig's got the biggest balls of them all.
Ah, boy.
Okie dokie.
Make sure we're getting the bombshells here.
Wait, Ares dead? What?
And then here comes overdrive.
So we could go back to Star and just kind of do that motion again, right?
Yeah, I think so. Here are the fire circles. And then second ball set coming out. Fire circles.
Oh.
There's still
What?
2 bombs. Oh,
I got
not
recycled.
the bombs I was even talking about.
Bill, when you get the chance, by the way, just check out Raid Ops. I do think we might have to be turning off DBM or something.
Yeah, so like my weak aura consistently every pool tells me star, but like I got circled that time, and I
Yeah,
saw
no, I
Seagram
mean,
got a diamond
I
above
posted a
set, and
picture of it. Like, it's you're saying in Say chat, triangle rolling rubbish, and you can see there that the weak aura says your star. It's I would imagine you have to turn off the thing that's doing the /say.
So then everybody might have to go into their own DBM or big
I
wigs.
just turned mine off.
I haven't been getting it at all on big wigs. So maybe it's just a DPM thing.
How does that fix my weak aura though? Because
I mean,
it consistently gives me star on.
I see Whammy doing the same thing also, where it says star rolling rubbish, and he's triangle over there. Oh yeah, there we go.
I don't understand your question, Aster.
I already had mine turned off though. Like it already had mine like that in the. Yeah, mine's already off. Just by default, it was off for me on DBM, or sorry, Bigwigs.
I think it's also on rolling rubbish too. It has like a yell with position when you're affected, so you can turn all the talking things off in for this boss fight.
What were you saying, Honk?
I'm not sure I understand your issue, because if you turn it off in DBM, then you should only be getting one color, even if it's star every time or whatever every time.
I mean, the weak aura is pretty big, and it's not above your head; it's just on your screen. So, like,
yeah.
Can you just ignore what DBM is doing and just follow that one? That's what I've been doing. It works pretty well.
Do a break now while we look at stuff anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying is that like I see the symbols of above everyone's head, which I am assuming is based on DBM, and people are following that.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Because I get stuff over my head, I go there. Vigrum got diamond, and he made his way to diamond. So we're either all following DBM and the weak aura's bunk, or the weak aura.
We're following the weak aura. We
follow the huge symbol on your screen.
The weak aura. Is everyone else getting
huge
star
big ass one on your screen
for the weak aura?
Is everyone? No. I mean,
you get the weak Vigrum, what did your weak aura say in the last pool? Like the one that popped up on your screen, not above your head.
I thought it was star. I mean, sorry, diamond.
So it showed diamond up at the top of your screen or wherever your weak aura was.
Oh no, I wasn't paying attention. Then I just saw my thing pop up above me.
I think.
Okay, so he saw the DBM thing.
I mean, Vigrum had diamond on the weak aura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
We just need
my weak
people
aura
to.
just fucked. I don't understand. I literally do not.
Your weak aura. I mean, I can see on here that your weak aura, like again, and on the picture it shows that also. And I also see Vigrum saying in raid chat diamond.
The weak aura will try to give you a similar thing every time, Master. That's why Whammy always has the exact same marker.
Okay.
Because mine usually gives me green.
Yeah, I think it always tries to give the tank star, or
it's giving me triangle every time. But
it'll give them triangle, and it'll try and give melee star. But if there's multiple melee, they can get the other two.
Okay, that makes sense. Because if it's just giving me star every time, then that's fine. I was concerned because it was
every time though, so you do still have to look at the weak aura.
Oh yeah, I have the weak aura. The weak aura's been star every time for me. It's just conflicted with what DBM had, which is what was confusing me.
I think we've cleared out Aster's stress. Now we just need everybody with DBM to go into Styx Bug Junker and turn off everything with rolling rubbish.
I'm not doing it.
Why?
Fine then, don't.
I mean, some of the stuff is useful because, like, letting you know when it's happening. Like,
Coon
the
doesn't
timers.
go up on the ball. Is part of the context.
I have fucking PTSD from trying to figure out a gear weak aura shit. And Overnax. It's fucking dumb. Don't need bosses.
These man-made horrors are well within my comprehension.
Oh yeah, my rolling rubbish marker was already turned off.
Were you still getting the thing above your head then?
I would have to look at the video. When did I only got sorting once.
Well, if it's putting something above your head, it has to be someone with assist in the raid. It's either Whammy, Pooner.
Well, the thing he's seeing above his head is Sage Hat.
I also get marked. I have the Sage Hat, but I also get marked. So
You're not getting marked.
I swear to God,
Brother,
get
I'm
marked.
looking at the video. I don't see a mark on your head.
I saw a marker on my head earlier in the night. Maybe not now.
I mean, at the start of the night, I did have my bigwigs doing it, so.
Yeah, that's probably it then.
Maybe it is because of the marker outline.
I gotta use the bathroom before this breaks over.
Come back. Oh. Riv. Really. Oh my god. Oh, Riv. Badoop. Gotta make you do the giggles so that you play games. You're never on anymore, man. And when you are on, I'm usually raiding. Oh.
All right, I'm ready. Checking to see who's back.
Whoosh.
If you use DBM and you're not sure how to do it, Hawk just explained it in raid chat, so be sure to look at that.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Back, by the way, I just decided not to click yes or no.
All right, fair enough.
Toxic.
I'll throw down another feast for us.
More snacks.
I'm not even hungry.
Why don't you DoorDash some Arby's?
I'm not DoorDash and Arby's today, sir.
McDonald's?
No.
Ice cream?
All right, this ready check is for pool.
I made some wontons.
Wonton.
Nice.
Is it because I told you about my wonton chicken salad yesterday?
Oh shit, you did tell me about that.
You just like you're pulling the boss, always gonna pull him here, right?
On tanks. And yeah.
Gonna be a lot of movement. A lot more than I was doing. That's D&D.
Get wrecked.
Make sure we're killing the bombshells. Alright, fire circles are in like 3, and after that is the overdrive. Here comes the second set of balls. Make sure we're killing these bombshells. And then we especially need to get the ones around the scrap master away from the scrap master.
No, bot win, no, damn it.
Get a path there. My ball's not big enough.
Oh.
I'll miss you all.
We ran into Crab, Mr. Krabs.
You know what, Boone, the knights might be useless, but I want you to know that I appreciate you, because you make it so I just get to AoE on top of the boss for a long time.
Funny story is I'm not really doing anything besides just moving the boss around.
I grip stuff on top of the boss too, Hog.
Okay, I'll give you some credit, I guess. Good work, Aster. I'm glad you have double grip talent.
I'm struggling to stay alive.
Ooh.
I'm taking average like 4 times as much damage as everyone else.
That's a lot of damage. I don't even know if flex tape could fix that.
So it's little min-max here right now, but can melee watch their feet? We have so many melee fires, so sad.
Hey, we were just about to move to the next section. Take the first 2 balls here and move over.
Alright, first balls are spawning. Make sure we're killing all the bombshells. Nicely done. More fire circles in like 3 seconds. And then after these is overdrive, and he takes like 99% reduced damage, so don't need to chase him.
Still think he says go fuck yourself.
You've got to do it yourself.
Isn't that kind of the same thing?
Oh my gosh.
And then second set of balls is in 2 seconds. Kill these bombshells.
There's some way out. It's fire.
Oh.
Here's the third set of balls.
Probably end up.
There's some far out bombshells if we can get them.
Hi, Sorian.
Yes.
Because the
Trying.
boss was right
Oh,
on
I
top,
got
but I
Ruben.
was just trying to kill the recycler, and I was just watching the cast get closer and closer to killing you.
Oh, I saw. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
No.
Gotta make sure those bombshells are on the guys they get killed first.
Yeah. Especially at least enough to where they can be gripped away from the scrap masters.
Yeah, we had a very bad first set, and I know in the end somebody ran into it, but it actually would have exploded due to being up too long anyway, if they didn't.
Sorgle, you took my trash, man.
God, that meltdown is fucking insane.
Ugh.
It's just a 9 million nature hit every second for 3 seconds.
First one always hits for like 12. Then it's 99999.
Oh yeah, it's because it starts with the demolish, right? And the demolish is 10 million nature, 10 million physical.
Everything hurts.
And all damage you take is doubled. That's fun.
Death Knights enjoy pain, Poon. What are you complaining about?
I can tell you do, because you're second highest damage taken.
Suffer well.
Bum, bum, ba, ba.
I bet 100% it's from. I know exactly what it's probably from.
Alright, Hubjob, what race should I be?
Damage taken, let's see.
Alright, I'll see if I can get it before we pull.
Used haste.
Hey, what's
Don't use.
toxic fumes, the environment, man. Stop burning the trash. Killing the
Ooh.
birds.
My new headset got shipped. Let's go.
What brand?
Steel series. I have a buddy that works at Steel series and he gives me a big old coupon. Oh, I'm about to tell you the Nova Pro. Why? Do I return it?
It was a perfect test set, but the mic was literal dog shit, so I returned it. I was torn.
Alright. Well, I'll see how I like it.
But I also play with someone else that's in the room, and they like hear me talking through shit mic and also in person, so.
Ah.
Alright, first bombs, make sure we're killing the bombshells. Especially the ones around the scrap master.
Oh no, Boone! He's going down.
And then it's going to be overdrive. And then fire circles in like 4 seconds.
Why does healing rain so much?
Here's second set of balls. Focus these bombshells. There's more of them now.
Oh my god.
Oh! Bye bye.
I didn't watch my feet. There was so much fire.
How many Scrapmasters spawn per set?
4.
Running big.
Increases as it goes on.
Oh.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Not over it. Good idea.
So, one of the other things that'll help here, and it's probably not as noticeable on the front end of the fight, but it will be by the end. Under no circumstances should you ever light a trash pile on fire with that incinerate debuff that comes out. That is very bad. Additionally, when you have the trash balls, if it's possible, and this is a judgment call based off of where the bombshells are and everything like that, you do want to try and pick up as many of the trash piles that are close to or around the boss to make sure the play area stays clear. But definitely do not light trash on fire with the debuff. That's a big no. It's something that we could do in heroic and ignore and overpower because we're super overgeared for it, but it becomes much more difficult to heal over time if there's a bunch of burning trash piles. I think Whammy and I were going to team up for an audiobook.
Hell yeah.
On tanks.
Creek talks me to sleep every night. You guys jealous?
A little, yeah.
Alright, make sure we're killing the bombshells.
The heck?
Shot swinging bomb. Here are fire circles. And then new fire circles in like 4 seconds. Here's second set of balls. Kill these bombshells.
Big chin. I can't see the. Oh my gosh. We keep hitting crabbies.
I may have run over a crab.
Bomb also enough.
Yeah.
We just gotta make sure we're not burning so many trash piles, so then our friends have more they can roll over.
Yeah. That was my problem. I was like, where's the trash?
If you're rolling the ball under the boss, try not to go into his face. Because if I get stunned, I will die.
You gotta go in from behind.
Yeah, take him from behind.
We're backdoor today.
And if you're ever
Whoa.
like waiting for something to be cleared, you can just roll your ball into the wall for a little bit and then go back to whatever you were waiting for.
That guide video you posted, you know, like their role was you basically always just hit the boss from the wall side, directly from the wall.
Yeah.
Ideally, I saw another video. Ideally, you point the boss towards the center as they're ready to hit the boss, and you hit them from the back. And if there's like a bombshell in the back, you can ring a piece it too. And it'll knock it towards the front. But if you have to do that, then it probably took too long.
On tanks. First set of balls coming out.
Fire.
Grabbing the Scrapmaster first.
Jesus Christ.
Fire in 3.
Back towards the wall.
Here comes the overdrive.
First thing coming's fire.
Yeah, fire in 2 here. And then second set of balls coming out.
No.
Make sure we're kicking the Scrap Masters. And then third set of balls coming out in 2 seconds. Kill these bombshells. Especially the 2 next to boss because the Scrap
Fire in
Master's
2.
there.
Oh.
Still, a bombshell needs to be killed in the next 4 seconds or else it explodes.
It's all Jover.
Yeah.
That damage ain't even bad. I'm still standing.
Hmm.
I figured it'd be more fun to solo tank a boss like that.
First fire coming out, just don't step on your friend's toes. And then first balls coming out in a second. Make sure we're killing these bombshells.
No. Oh my god.
Fire circles in like 4 seconds here.
Go closer to the wall after this fire circle. I guess it goes up anyway. Whatever.
Fire circles coming in a second. And then second set of balls coming in 3. Here they come. Make sure we're killing these bombshells. Still some far out bombshells.
Woo!
I got balled.
Let's see. Nothing's marking X, right? Or actually, Scrap Masters probably are. I'm wondering if there's like a marker not getting used that we can give you.
I mean, the boss is always going to be facing me.
That is true.
To an extent, yeah, smash, but I also have to go back and get the ones that are closer to star. First two balls drop over here, then we move over to the next section, do one section of burn, then move over again. Smooths out a little bit, but
Ba-da-ba-dum. Ooh.
First fire circle's coming out in a second. Don't step on your friends. And then first ball's coming out in 2. There's fire in 4 seconds. Watch your feet. Don't burn garbage. Save the environment.
Loosh.
Fire circles in 2. And then new balls coming out in a second here. There's extra scrap masters and stuff now.
Fire in 3.
Fire circles are coming in 2 seconds. And then third set of balls coming out.
Owned by China. We owned and paid for by China. That's not good. They didn't even.
Still a bombshell. It's gonna go off. And then there's a lot of ads out here that need cooked. And then fire circles. And then fourth set of balls coming out. Kill these bombshells. You can go ahead and die.
No.
I feel like there's too many trash piles around the boss at all times. Like no safe spots to go.
Like, I don't know what it is about his stompy feet, but we keep getting like small ones under his foot that are like impossible to see.
Jeb also raises a good point of like making sure the area we're going to gets cleaned out. Just think though, at least it's not Overnax.
So far.
I mean,
this guy's not too bad.
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Like this boss, much more enjoyable than Overnax.
Glad you guys have fun.
Okay. My bar for Overnax though is very, very low. So those spiders hurt.
I do remember those.
So does the trash here.
Fire circles. And then first balls. Make sure we're killing the bombshells. Especially the one next to the Scrapmaster. We need to free open that for a ball. Nice.
Oh, Hub Jub, no.
I don't know how you lived that, but you're crazy. X can be kicked and skull. Fire in like 2 seconds.
Closer to triangle.
Fire circles in 2. Second set of balls is going to be in about 3 seconds. Make sure we're killing these bombshells.
No, what happened?
Oh. You know, I like this attempt until we lit 8 fires.
Like, are people staying on the boss when bombshells are out?
Sure hope not.
I know he set some on fire anyway, but then there's still a lot there. So I think he only sets off 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll set off 2 for sure.
Uh-oh.
Oh, damn it.
No, not the crabs. Oh my god.
Ah, I don't like this boss.
I'm gonna send out 2 weak auras. These 2, one of them is big blue text that says spread and does a countdown, and that's for fire. And then the other one is while you have like the fire debuff, there's a circle around your character that tracks the time with the debuff. If those would be beneficial to anyone, there they are. These ones are a streamers who doesn't support sharing theirs. And so there's not like an official link.
Who is it?
It's
all
now.
about? Understand.
It's who?
Now.
Oh.
Echo's former tank. They make really good weak auras. Like his UI team, on point.
How do you have them then?
Because
substitutes.
Yeah. Where do you think my prime goes?
As long as Liquid Max approves. Oh. I accidentally did 2 of these.
2 of what? The
Nah, I'm good. I fixed it.
2 of the edibles?
Not tonight. It's a prog night.
It's a prog night.
The frog night. Get that.
Wednesday, my dears. There's a lightsaber sound effect. This pleases me.
Yeah, it's real nice. Here's first set of balls. Kill these bombshells.
No.
Oh, it was recycled.
Fire circles in 3. There's still a scrap master up. Ooh. Fire in 3. And then new balls are coming in like 4 seconds. Make sure we're dealing with these bombshells. There's 2 around a scrap master at triangle, and we need to get them away from the scrap master. Nice.
Ah.
It is now. So when I first saw you get recycle master, I was like, we should probably res him. And then thinking about it after, it's we definitely should have because you're our grips, and it's you're half of our grips, and it's a lot harder for them to get grouped up without you.
Gave me time to read about economic news. So.
They can be knocked too, by the way. It's not just grips. So, I mean, obviously, grips precision preferred way to bring them in, but anybody who has a knock can at least push them in the right direction.
Okay.
This better not be the pull. My cooldowns didn't reset yet.
Alright, first balls are coming out in 2. Make sure we're killing the ones around Star because there's a Scrap Master and we're gonna need a friend to start. Nice. Nice job. Make sure we're kicking and still killing Scrap Masters. Fire in about 2 seconds. And then it's the last one before the overdrive. First thing will be fire circles again in about 4 seconds. And then the balls are in like 3 seconds now. Make sure we're dealing with the bombshells. There's more now. Fire circles.
Ah! Oh.
Got a bomb going on?
Yeah, a bomb went off.
So I watched 2 balls go into the boss and there was still a bomb up. Only right there.
Oh yeah, one of those balls was me.
I said it before, but I mean, it's not a race to get back into the boss. Like, honestly, the longer you're out there, the better. The ads die. Fire might clear. You can see what's going on. You can see like what to pick up. I mean, everyone's racing back into the boss to do DPS, and it's gonna kill us.
You can pick up more garbage to clear the room.
Yeah, if you have a Scrap Master too and you're waiting around, it's reduced damage taken too. Just sitting around and then eventually it'll get to the boss.
And then the hyenas, whenever they melee people, they do a disease. So if anyone has a disease dispel, they can cleanse it.
I mean, it's like the key to this whole thing is how quickly can you kill the bombs, right? Because once the bombs are gone, like you can run the garbage into the boss. You still don't want to run over the tank, right? We know that's a bad idea. But once the bombs are gone, you know that you have a free run into the back of the boss. There really shouldn't be anything that causes a problem there. But it's like every pull we've had. And I mean, look, to be fair, this is how progression on this boss goes. But virtually every pull we've had, almost every pull we've had somebody run a garbage ball into a bomb, right? And that's usually where the pull ends. So just keep your eyes open, wait for the bombs to be dead, then you run your ball in, and yeah, we'll take it from there.
Yeah, and if you need to kill time, again, you can just roll your ball that you're on into a wall or other places in the room if there's still trash or anything.
Come on, old man.
Alright, first fire's in a second. There's no trash, so just worry about your friends. First balls are coming out in a second. Kill these bombshells.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. The fire circles are coming in about 4 seconds. Watch your feet, don't burn trash.
I go back towards Star a little bit.
Fire's coming in 2 seconds here. Watch your feet, don't burn your friends, don't burn trash.
Sorry, Isaac.
Second set of balls coming out. Remember, there's extra bombshells and scrap masters now, so make sure we're getting rid of them. Ads are the #1 priority. It's not even close.
No, no.
Nice
Ah.
job. Oh, can we get Poon up?
I was like, why is the boss running away from me?
Fire circles in 2. Here comes third set of balls. Everyone on the ground should be killing these bombshells.
Oh.
So I'm gonna guess this is just my misunderstanding of positioning. So correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you know how he comes down after the overdrive, and you're moving him a little bit like back more towards Star again? That kind of moves him into like where there might be some existing trash piles or some fire. Would it make sense to move him to a clear area, or like what's the reason for moving him back into like the fuck basically?
I think he moved him there that time because it was clear, but he's just been going where he feels like it's the most clear.
Typically, it should be clear mostly for the first ball, so it should have room. There's not room. Someone stepped on too much garbage because I don't think he lights any garbage on fire for the first 2.
Sorry, I'm too far away to get that res. I'm like all the way on the other side of the arena.
I gotcha.
But yeah, Poon is always going clockwise, so make sure we extra hard clear all the trash clockwise of where the boss is. So if it's always clear, he won't need to like double back or anything weird.
I'm pretty sure that was my Scrapmaster Goldfield. I got turned around and I was like, where's Triangle? And then by the time I got to him, I'm like, hey, he's not casting anymore, which means he sniped somebody already. So
Yeah, because I mean the other thing too is like if we make sure the area is clear, then any trash that was left behind from the previous setup, that's just something that the new trash balls can roll over to, you know, to get to half size and pick up the scrap masters quicker then, right?
Yeah.
Well.
Fire circles coming out. Don't stand on too many of your friends. And then first balls in 3 seconds. Make sure we're killing these bombshells.
There's one out in the middle.
Fire coming out. Watch your feet. Don't burn trash. Nice. Fire in 2 seconds. Fire circles coming. Watch your feet. Don't burn trash. Here's second set of balls. Use these bombshells, especially the ones near scrap masters and bombs. There's still 2 bombshells in their posts. Okay, they're both off now. Make sure we're killing them.
No.
Get Sam up if we can. And then fire circles in 2. And then third set of balls right after. Here they come. Remember, bombshells near scrap masters and bombs are the biggest priority. Here's fire.
Over here, fuck. Oh.
Alright, so I have a dumb question. When we get the bomb guys off of the trash pile, if a ball rolls into them, do they still explode?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so I know a lot of people don't really like all my weak auras, but if you ever want to see how many bombs are up that like haven't been exploded yet,
Yeah,
there's
that
that
sounds
one.
like an amazing week where I love that I'm taking. Take your entire stock.
Listen, Zig, I like my weak auras.
Just don't know where I should put it on the screen at this point because there's so many things. My pet bar. Yeah, let's do that next to my pet.
I already ready checked, so we'll do this last pull before we do our last break of the night.
Okay.
fire circles. And then first balls are in about 3 seconds. Make sure we're killing the bombshells. Fire coming. Watch your feet.
Oh my god.
Okay. I'm amazed only one person died from the two bombs exploding.
Those two
Fires coming.
totems as well as whatever others used.
Yeah, I just fucking
Everything.
fried all my
We kind of used
cooldowns.
everything except darkness.
Yeah, no, that was like I was so surprised we were living. Fire circle coming in about 3 seconds. And then second set of balls in about 3. Alright, make sure we're killing these bombshells.
My goodness.
There's still some bombshells out in the wild. We can go ahead and die.
I liked that attempt.
That was an exciting beginning to it.
Thought it was funny.
Also, I see this happen like every pull. Melee, he'll always put out fire while the bombshells are up. So watch the fire timer so you don't keep igniting the bombshells trash pile.
Oh my god.
Is there some sort of weak aura I could get so I can see when the fire's coming up?
It's where I'm going to.
You know, believe it or not, there was one sent.
Wait, can I get that link again?
No, you can't.
You're doing your memeing voice. But
alright. To be fair, Ruben, all the little hyenas seem to stack up on like you or the healers. So you guys are really good to run over if I want to stack up the ball really fast.
I hate you.
Uh,
Only time I ever get run over
And then I said after that one is break, so we'll do our last break of the night.
is when I'm in Ascendance.
Look. Yeah, but I get all the hyenas in this instant big ball.
But my Ascendance.
Pausing pylon.
Alright, since we're on break, it's time
need to talk about that,
to
Ruben.
rumble. Let's go. Ooh, purple quest. The purple one. Super experience.
Your defiance only strengthens the storm.
Oh, my computer does not like this at all. Yeah. And we're about to win. Go, go, go. Winner. Oh, we gotta beat Hurrah now. Oh, poop. Ooh, that was scary. Okay, we're kind of making a comeback here. Gotta try and keep matching my pumpkin throwers with their pile of whatevers. Oh man. Right now we're getting a good chunk of mobs. Oh yeah, it's game over. I win. I win. Hmm. Need to get that money. Fly over his head. Oh, he's gonna get rezzed. No, what? What if I kill White Mane first? Oh, she's bubbled now. Go, go, go. Nice. Sure, yeah, easy. Woohoo! Portrait. 750 gold, sure. Where's the other zone? No other power surge zone? That's kind of disappointing.
Alright, ready? Checking see who's back.
No.
I'll
Go,
throw down
go,
the feast,
go.
and I'll assume Sorgel and Aster will be back and beat it.
No, I'm not coming back.
I forgot to eat my food during break. I'm so upset with myself.
I was
I got some
enjoying the
beans. You want some
rumble.
Don't tempt me. That's a good point.
Bean.
Alright, make sure to reflask and weapon oil or equivalent.
Don't have those.
And get ready for a pool.
I saw on TikTok that a lot of food companies are trying to find ways to get around Ozempic now. They're losing sales on their food. They're trying to make it more addicting.
Oh.
That's just like, well, fuck everybody else who's not on Ozempic.
Exactly.
Alright, and then whenever you're ready, Wendy. Alright, first fire is in about a second here. First ball's in 2. Remember, we are killing the bombshells, especially to that 80% point where then they can be gripped in.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, someone hit one.
Fire in about 2 seconds. And then he's going to do his overdrive. And the first thing he's going to do when he comes back down in about 8 seconds is going to be the fire circles. Fire circles in 3. Don't burn trash. Make sure we're killing these bombshells, especially the further out ones to that 80% mark. Get them off their homes so then we can kill them. Your P, try not to burn trash.
Oh my god.
That was my bad.
You're good. We can go ahead and wipe this one up.
Oh, wow. We just keep hitting the bombs.
You're good. There were 2 that went off.
I don't think this HP shit is helping at all. We're gonna go with mana. Ah, no, spouting. Sure.
On up.
Alright, first fire circles are in 2 seconds. Just don't stand on too many of your friends. There's no trash to worry about yet. First balls are coming out. Alright, focus bombshells, especially ranged on the further away ones. Fire's coming in about 3 seconds. And then there's a scrap master near star if a baller can get it. Bye, Hawk. We can get Hawk back up. Make sure we're getting kicks on these scrap masters. And fires in about 3 seconds. Watch your feet. Don't burn anything. Here's the intermission. After this, there's going to be more bombshells and scrap masters.
Trash got picked up that time.
There's going to be fire circles in about 5 seconds, and there's lots of trash around you, so be careful. And And then the balls are coming out in about 4 seconds. Alright, focus bombshells, especially the ones near scrap masters and bombs. Make sure we're getting them to 80%.
Fire coming out.
Yeah.
There's still a couple further out ones.
Get in the link
Bombshells
pad.
die. Nice.
No, don't die.
Make sure we're kicking the scrap masters. Try not to burn trash. Kill these bombshells. The fire's coming out in about 4 seconds. There's still 5 bombshells up that need killed, and then a scrap master at range that needs 2 scrap masters at range that need kicked.
Like, it just seems like people are ignoring the scrap masters.
Or like,
I don't know if we were intentionally leaving them for ranged or.
Describe ignoring, because there's 2 situations where you could ignore it and it'd be bad. Like
I think
after
it's-
they're getting interrupted or before.
I think he's talking about after, for the most part, where they're doing their like rocket ones. That's actually kickable, but they're just staying out at range, pre-casting.
And I'm not mad at you about not gripping them. I just.
Yeah, they're mean.
Well, unfortunately, Blizzard decided to design a raid where most of the things are not grippable. So it is unfortunate. Otherwise, I would grip it.
Like, whoever has, somebody will have like 2 or 3 of them, and then they blow the bomb up in the back, and then I think everybody loses track of them, and we just forget about them.
Yeah, so just a reminder, if you have a scrap master and you pop a bomb far away, you're like the first kick on that one, and then range should be looking to get like a follow-up kick.
Yeah, it's just like my kick is 60 seconds, so like.
Your kick is.
Sometimes I just fucking look at it and bear and.
Suffer.
Bark at it or something. I don't know.
Bark at it.
But they do take more damage, after getting the ball, so you can definitely pad on that shit. So I mean, it's like advantageous to go kill them when they're taking double damage.
Oh, can I have biscuits, please? Thank you, sir.
Boom.
Alright, first fire circles are in a second. Remember, there's no trash, so just don't burn your friends. At least, not too many of them. And then, speaking of trash, it's about to come out in a second here. Alright, focus on the bombshells, especially range. Make sure they're able to start getting moved and gripped in. Here's the power coils. If you're targeted, use a defensive, and then fire. So watch your feet.
Boom. Ouchie.
That scared me. Oh my god. Jesus.
Do you guys think he'll ever be able to recall how long he's been keeping Undermine clean?
No, because he's old and has
Doesn't been
dementia.
doing a very good job at it. Trash cans everywhere.
Honestly. And I feel like all the smoke and fire cannot be healthy to breathe in. Okay. On tanks. It's a pretty cool mount he's got there, though.
I mean, Steven's right. We could have just walked right to the casino.
Alright, first fire's in a second. Just don't stand on too many of your friends. Alright, here comes first set of balls. Remember, range focus bombshells, especially the further away ones. Nice job. Alright, there's going to be fire circles in about 3 seconds, so watch your feet, try not to burn any trash, and don't bring your friends.
Fire.
And then more fire circles in about 4 seconds. Here they are. And then new balls in 3 seconds. Lots of bombshells now. Make sure we're getting them all off their platforms and into the clump. And away from scrap masters, so the scrap masters can be... We can B-res one of them, or we can just wipe.
No!
Oh, I'll be honest, the reason why I called for that is because I thought Poon died, but it was just whatever it's called.
Stop telling everyone I'm dead. I was dead too, also. I'm dead.
We can just go ahead and wipe.
No! Oh, this would be more fun if I was DPS. I'm not gonna lie. Our shield's doing quite a bit of healing to Boone, so.
All right, first balls are coming out in a second. All right, fire in about 3 seconds. And then after this fire, he's doing his overdrive intermission 99% less damage phase. So
good job on trash that time too.
all right, the next thing is fire circles again in about 3 seconds. So watch your feet. And then second set of balls coming out now. Remember, there's extra now, so it's extra important to kill them. Especially to that 80% mark. We need to get them out of their comfort zones. Make sure we're kicking the scrap masters at ranged. And then fire circles in 2, fire circles in 2. And then third set of balls in about 4 seconds. All right, make sure we're killing these bombshells fast.
Oh, he's dead.
Ah, he knows fucked me that time.
Oh yeah, that heal absorb debuff's probably extra crazy on you.
I saw had a ball come in from the front, which just happened to be where the crab was.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Here's the fourth set of balls. Okay.
You know, I just had a thought.
What?
Why wouldn't the tank going up on the ball take the debuff? Take the more damage?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's probably a good idea.
I can just take the debuff.
I feel like that'd be a lot easier.
All right.
I mean, you've been doing a great job of dealing with an 18 million magic damage dot, Poon.
It's just... The damage taken chart goes crazy, dude.
I just read your detailed name, Ruben. I like it. Alright, on tanks. We probably have about 4 or 5 more pulls at most. So let's make the most of them. Okay. Alright, first balls are coming out in about 3 seconds. Focus bombshells. Here's fire. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
Barely needed offensive. God damn.
Fire circles in about 4 seconds. And then after these fire circles is when the boss goes up in the air. Fire circles in about 4 seconds. And then second set of balls coming out now.
I'll move him out of this corner.
Make sure we're taking scrap masters.
Ruben,
There's
no!
one way out there.
Just take whenever.
Ball in 2 seconds. Alright. Make sure we're killing the bombshells. Still one bomb up, way near the entrance.
Oh.
Bada bing, bada boom.
You know, I've been talking for like the last 20 minutes, but my microphone was on my head. So you did.
I just assumed you were quiet.
No. I even made a comment that Bell was assuming that we were gonna wipe because he said we have 4 or 5 more. And man, this is the worst day of my life.
If it makes you feel any better, I've had this food haunting me for the last hour because I forgot to eat it during the break.
Take a bite of it, coward.
Yeah, take a fucking bite of it. He did it.
I can't hear you chewing.
I haven't opened the box yet. I'm struggling.
Oh.
Dude,
Okay, there we
like,
go.
the bill's gonna go up like $30 because of fucking AI data centers. Dude, fucking eat the rich, man. Fucking burn it all down. Insane.
Man, I had
Are you
some
doom
needs for
scrolling? Are you doom scrolling mid-right, Aster?
I was on Twitter and I saw like Ohio customers, your energy bill's gonna go up, and I'm like, motherfucker. So technically, yes. I need something to fuel my hate for this boss.
Alright, first balls are coming out in about 2 seconds. Alright, focus bombshells.
The mana tide on. What the heck? Oh,
Yeah,
I
here's
didn't.
fire. Watch your feet.
Oh, Ruben! Yes, you're alive.
I got recycled.
Oh my god.
Fire circles in about 4 seconds. And then after them, he's going up in the air. Fire circles in like 3 seconds. And then second set of balls in 4 seconds. Make sure we're focusing these bombshells.
Oh no.
That's my bad.
You're good. There's a Scrapmaster out at range. After that cast, he might be far enough where he jumps, but... Okay, he's moving. Oh, into another cast. Here's third set of balls. Focus down bombshells.
No!
Whammy has gone offline.
Oh.
If you're starting client real quick.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum. Oh! Asked her down.
Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, at least I was the only casualty, I guess.
That's a good way of looking at it.
I wait for the raid.
Good old experiments.
Boop, boop, boop.
All right, the first balls are in about 2 seconds. Remember, focus these bombshells, and also if you get targeted with the power coil, use a defensive. Watch your feet. Try not to burn any trash. More fire circles in about 4 seconds. And then after these fire circles is when he goes up in the air. And then the next thing will be more fire circles in about 4 seconds. And then second set of balls in 3 seconds. Fire in 2 seconds. Watch your feet. Don't burn trash. Go. Woo. B-Res Zik. Watch your feet. Fire coming. And then third set of balls coming out now. Remember, focus bombshells.
No.
Fire in 2 seconds. Watch your feet. And then kick scrap masters and stuff when we can. Make them get grouped up. Fourth set of balls in a second. Make sure we're focusing the ones near the scrap masters and bombs especially, and fire's coming out in a second. Watch your feet.
Oof. Yeah, we don't really have like a snap healer.
Sam, you took all my trash.
My thing messed up and I was confused on what, like my weak word didn't pop up and I was confused on where I was supposed to go, so I winged it and you know, casualties.
Honestly, it's the price to pay.
Just turn off the DBM or bigwigs thing. That's
It's
awesome.
never done that before. Like the weak word didn't even pop up at all. Like it wasn't like I had two.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, we got like 1 or 2 more.
That just don't feel like 4-minute polls.
Honestly. Alright, remember, we're focusing bombshells. Fire in 2. Fire coming, watch your feet. Fire circles in 4. And then here comes his intermission phase. Fire circles are coming in about 4 seconds. Balls in 3 seconds. Alright, remember, we're focusing bombshells, especially the further away ones or the ones near scrap masters and bombs. And fire's coming in 2 seconds, so watch your feet.
Oh! Boy.
The 4 trash poles are on him. He just has to burn the one on the bomb.
Ugh.
All right. This will be the last pull of the night, so let's make it a good one.
Final pull. Last pull magic.
First fire circles are in 2 seconds. There's no trash, so just don't burn too many of your friends. And then speaking of trash, it's coming in 2 seconds. Here it comes. Remember, we're focusing bombshells. Nice job. There's a scrap master near star if a baller can get it. Good kicks on the scrap masters. Fire circles are coming in 4 seconds. And then he's about to go up in the air.
Up and away.
Need to get closer.
Alright, the first thing he's gonna do in about 4 seconds is the fire circles. Here they come in a second. And then second set of balls is in 3 seconds. Here they are. Make sure we're focusing these bombshells. Fire coming. Watch your feet.
Ah.
Fire circles are coming in 3. Watch your feet. Oh, these bombshells. Remember, we got to get them off their homes. Fire's coming. Honestly, not a bad night of progress on this guy. And then next week, we'll also be changing over to the liquid stuff. And then on Tuesday, we're probably just going to do the skip to bandit and kill the last 3. And then go into Mythic.
Ooh.
The official Kitchen Nightmares YouTube channel just uploaded a video of a rerun from 2012 titled Chicken Jockey or something. I don't know. I didn't watch the Minecraft movie. And the thumbnail's a pixelated Gordon that says Skibbity Water Bucket.
Jesus.
Wait a second.
Why do I have to
real.
live now?
Alrighty. Well, on that note, we're out of there. Alright, guys, that is going to be it for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, though. We'll be doing the new Season of Discovery raid, the Scarlet Enclave, so that'll be interesting. And we'll be playing Two-Handed Enhancement Shaman, so if you want to come check that out, feel free. Brand new content, never before seen, so yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But anyways, that is it for tonight. Thank you very much for all the subs, gifts, cheers, follows, whether you lurked, watched, or chatted, watched from YouTube, watching the VOD, joined the YouTube membership, whatever you did. Thank you very much. Really appreciate all of it. Have a great rest of your night or day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Laters!